Welcome to day 7 of the Idle Heroes free-to-play. We have some cool things going on today. I'm really kind of excited about today. Not going to say it's a whole lot, but we got some exciting things going on. If you can see up here in the top left, we are level 75, which means that we can hit the 10 wishing well, or wishing fountain. We can hit the 10 wishing fountain thing here. So we're going to run through this battle. That's going to unlock the 10 wishing fountain for us. So then we're going to be able to go ahead and spend some wishing coins. Even though we may not need to actually complete the event, we might just go ahead and spend wishing coins. Excuse me. We might go ahead and spend wishing coins to complete the event and get our crown. A few of you left comments about whether or not we should take relics. I was kind of leaning towards the crown, and everybody that commented on it was kind of the same opinion. So yeah, that's definitely what we're gonna do. It made sense because stellar shards are so far off. Stellar shards are so far off for us. But you know, at the same time, you just can't. Sometimes it's hard to make those decisions in a fun way, right? Like we can put some contemplation into it. Oh man, I really thought it'd stop us after 2 fights. I must have leveled up more than I thought. Usually I collect my experience, I level up, and then I go ahead and fight through the level ups, you know, before I get on camera. But yeah, I guess I'm not on camera, but before I start doing this, we're gonna collect our daily stuff here. So let's go ahead and go up here to cool events. Let's go to Sky Labyrinth. Go ahead and knock this out. See if we can get a +2 before we open those. I'm not gonna grab that, and I'm not gonna grab that because I want us to try to get to this so we can get another Eminent Hero chest. So this time around it's kind of crucial, not crucial, but it'd be kind of nice if we could go up a level. We're gonna go over here like this, and then we're gonna smack that. There we go. I went up one too many. Screwed up my own pattern. All right, claim all that. There we go. And where are we at? Okay, we're gonna finish some chapter missions here real fast. Finally got that gold. We might actually spend the gems to refresh these. Somebody left a comment. Oh, look at that. No, we're not. We got a 6 and a 7. We don't need to do that. That is... Wow, that was such a good draw on those. That's crazy. Nice. So we're gonna go ahead and finish that. Let the rest of these play through. Man, that was luck. I was genuinely planning on spending 3,000 of our gems. Crazy. Crazy because it was unexpected. Okay, we got that done. Let's see how much further. There's another Garuda for us, which means that we're fixing to get a 9-star Garuda. And we have Aspen Dungeon to do. So, what we're going to try to do here is we're going to pop in real fast. Gonna pull that Garuda out of here. We're gonna pull these out of there. And we're gonna pull this out of there. Then we're gonna go up here. Do I need another 6-star? No. Okay. We're gonna grab that that right there. I guess I didn't need to pull all those out of the bag, but we did. There's no going back now. No going back now. Yeah, there we go. That's exciting. That's exciting. Give her some gear. I wonder if we should take up her stone. I'm not going to do that right now. I feel like we should take up her stone, but at the same time, that should have got, yeah, glory challenge. There we go. We'll go ahead and pull that out and see what we pull there. You know, it's weird that those are like the epics or whatever. And generally, I haven't had just like the best luck with those. It's kind of puppet selections. Okay. It's kind of weird to me that I haven't, the luck I've had, or the bad luck, the lack of elites. These are elites. I have had worse luck on these than, yeah, see, like, just not, you know, anything that I'm like, oh, yay. I just always, those are always a little bit disappointing, even though they have the potential to be the ones that aren't disappointing. Oh, wow, we're going to get another one right there. Yeah. Pull that out. The reason I'm pulling these out is because we have a Aspen Dungeon. That is a really, we're starting to, we have a pretty good Abyss team now starting. I mean, as far as like this stage in the game, so we can hit Aspen Dungeon. So grab all these quests. Get our gold. Cool name. 2 times in the Wishing Fountain, and then we're actually gonna hit this, and I've been waiting for this. Not that that 2 extra credit, hey, that's nice, is a huge thing, but it is enough that it's enough, right? Yeah, we like doing that. All right, so then we're gonna go over here, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and buy this time. I know it's a waste of gems, but we're not. We haven't spent gems on really anything in this. I guess I bought the stuff you can buy in the newbie growth plan one time to take up our Garuda or our Eloise. I don't remember which one, but Trail of Champions isn't open. We don't have that unlocked, so we're just gonna pop in here real fast, battle through these. We're just gonna skip this because, you know, reasons. Just gonna knock out these 3 real fast. There we go. I'm not used to having to do all this stuff because of Idolmaster. And we're only 24 levels away from getting Idolmaster. No, I still haven't done Fantasy Arcade. I need to do that. I know I need to. I just... Why did I do that? I didn't mean to do that. Well, I meant to do it because I didn't accidentally click on it, but I didn't want to do it. Okay. This... Oh yeah, I did want to click on this. Aspen Dungeon purchases, and then we want easy difficulty. All right, so for the time being, we are going to go in here and we're going to pull the stuff off Eloise because she has our best gear, right? So we're going to unequip her. We're going to go back over here to her, and we're going to put all of our best gear on her. And the reason we're doing that is she is way better at Aspen Dungeon than Eloise is. And then I am going to go ahead and take up her stone. Just as precision attack. We're going to take that. I'm only going to take it up the once. Yeah, we're going to take that. I know that's not the best stone or anything, but that's not a bad stone. Okay, so we got all that done. We are going to pop down here in the guild. Sorry. We're going to pop down here in the guild, and what we're going to do is we're going to hit the guild boss, because that's going to give us some guild coins, which should give us a little bit more strength for the Aspen Dungeon. I definitely want to go as far as we can in the Aspen Dungeon. So Aspen Dungeon is the big focus today. Got this going. Let's see how our new 9-star is doing. See what kind of hit we can pull off here. 23 million. Yeah, see, look at that. Eloise is such a beast. And I took the good gear off Eloise. I did that, like, the timing on that was poor. But we're going to go ahead and hit these. 23, it's about the same as last time. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and spend the coins, or gems. I always call them the wrong thing. It's a thing. We did not get him killed. We were doing so little damage to him. I probably should watch that battle and see why that was our best hit yet. See why we're doing so little damage. Maybe our monster. Maybe I'm just expecting our monster to do more. I don't know. Go ahead and drop those in there. Okay. So we're set. We're set. Can we do anything in here with our heroes? Anything that I'm forgetting? Oh, you know what? I probably should have left that gear on Eloise. I'm getting ahead of myself. Is this open? Oh man, this is open. We have so much to do today. This is going to be a good day. Okay, we're going to hit Tower of Oblivion. See how far we can push up on this. Okay, we only got 3 levels. But that is what it is. I'm not going to cry over spilt milk. Okay, Brave Trial. We still can't smash this. Can we? Oh yeah, we don't have enough. We need to clear it one more time. So at least after this, we'll be able to smash it from now on. At least the first, the first stage, which will be nice. Do those things. I thought they had to be max level. I guess they don't. But it's weird. They have to at least be leveled up. I don't know. Somebody, if you know at what point you're allowed to bring him into this, let me know. Because he's only 50, so he's not max level. But we have other 5-stars that aren't allowed in here. It's not something I've actually ever really concerned myself with knowing. I thought they had to be max level. But I was obviously completely mistaken. Oh, you know what? We need to go. Let's go back out here real fast. Let's see if we can give him some love. Yeah. Not that. He's getting close too. Oh man. You know what? I am so getting ahead of myself today. Because this is going to be 6 hours. Yep. Just a couple explorations here is going to finish this one. There we go. And we're grabbing these. We keep grabbing these. And I forgot about this. Right? So we're going to get this restarted. But I just don't have any luck on these. we only knocked off 33% with those 10. So what we're going to want to do here is we actually want to construct something. We want to build these. They don't give us a huge boost in stats, but this is a stat boost. And now that we're completing missions, yeah. Take that up to, oh, I hit that too many times, but there, see, yeah, I don't know. There we go. I gave us a little bit more stats. Like I said, that's not gonna, change the world or change the game for us. But, at this level especially, that little bit helps a lot. Because what do we get out of that? Right? So we got, you know what I mean? We added 2% attack. Okay, so I guess it's pretty much pointless, but it's still 2% we didn't have before. Okay, glory challenge. That's nice. Wish they'd given us monster materials because there's no scroll event, but that's still nice. Alright, so now... Oh man, I need to do that. That one was an accidental click, and we so need to do that. Tower of Oblivion's done. Sealand's not going to get us anything that's going to affect Aspen Dungeon. So we can go in here to the Aspen Dungeon. You'll be good, you'll be good. Let's try you. Okay. That's not too bad. So we are on level 51. I'm going to start with the weak people. And I'm just going to auto clear these folks. Because I'm not going to put any effort into having them do anything. There we go. There's a couple of victories. I'm going to let him go. King Barton used to be the king. Pun intended, I guess. Is that a pun? I don't think that's a pun, but... Alright. Let's see. I'm just going to run Eloise too. Later on, it's really good to like bounce back and forth and manage energy and stuff, but right now we just don't have enough whatever, these potions or whatever to really manage all that. Later levels, you collect so much of that when you start right off the bat that you can actually do something with it. But yeah, we're just going to let Eloise run if she gets a couple of wins here. That has a heal on them. You can just kind of watch down here to see how much life they're losing, just in case you want to pop in and throw a potion or whatever these called, like a milk on them or something like that. You can kind of see how good or how bad they're doing. And then when you hit auto battle again, if you just watch down there, see she did well in that last battle, and you can just kind of watch this. It's not going to help you if they get like one hit, but if you're just kind of wanting to keep them alive, this is the best way, because otherwise if you're watching up here in the top left, you just kind of have to wait for this bar to go down. You can kind of miss how much life they have, but if you just stare down here, you can really see how it progresses. Right, Eloise finally lost. I did stop a couple of times and feed her some milks. She was doing so good, and the goal is just to hit 100, so yeah, that's not too bad. Usually especially when you have two heroes, like main heroes that you're going to run through this, you kind of try to cycle through them, pay attention to who the enemies are, by tapping or clicking on this and see who you're going up against, and you kind of cycle the best opponent, and you check you kind of cycle your energy levels. At these low levels, it's just it's a pain in the butt to do that, honestly, just because it's not as important, I want to say. So I just don't do it, to be honest. Not in these lower levels. Once we get up to like Nightmare, it's a little bit different, but at this level it's just, yeah. So I just do kind of walk down here, and as long as we don't get one hit, I should be able to stop it, and then we can see what's going on as far as needing to heal up or anything like that. But what makes Garuda so good at this is that she heals the whole time. And one more and we're gonna be at 100. There we go. Oh, we got to beat this one, I guess. Yeah. So that reached our goal. I'm just gonna let her go and see how far she can push us. Maybe we can get to normal 50. Wow, she got one hit really fast. I'd been kind of healing her up, and she just got chili whopped. So we're gonna go in here, and generally the best thing to do here is just kind of go through, unless you're just completely out of money, and buy all the stuff that you can buy with gold. And usually this is like a good place to pick up your excuse me. It's a good place to pick up your stuff for the battle, for the arena, but normally this is probably intentional, but normally this is a good place to pick up wishing coins. And so if you just do this every time Aspen Dungeon comes up and just purchase the stuff that like, you know, normally we could be able to buy these with, there'd be a couple of these that showed up with gold, but it's a good place to pick up wishing coins for the wishing fountain, and you just keep stockpiling them. It doesn't feel like wishing coin events actually come up that often, so it's not something that it's overly stressful, and it's not something that you don't like get a ton of good rewards from it. Like, they're not bad, right? Free stuff is always free stuff, but yeah. All right, so we completed this. This is a really good relic early on. It's a good energy relic, and it's skill damage. Skill damage isn't the most powerful on all heroes, but this is a good relic to level up early on. You'll be using it until you can start replacing it with some much better relics, but it has a place. Broken spaces. I don't think we can get this done. The monster's really close to getting evolved. Super wishing coin, we don't have that unlocked yet until we get to there in the campaign. So, I mean, that's pretty close. I guess we can see how far we can get in the campaign. I think we already did them all, but we can check. We probably don't have the gold. Oh, we do. Yeah, so we can see what we can do with Eloise's stone here. So speed, hit points, Hit points. That's not the worst on Eloise. It's not the best, right? But since she's doing counterattacks, you want to keep her alive. So, you know, that's a decent stone for her, actually. We don't want that on you. We want to go back, and we'll do that. We're going to leave that gear on her for the time being, because reasons. Go in here, grab our monster. We need 2,100, and we have 400. So let's actually go back over here to Aspen Dungeon and see if there's any of these we can buy without coin, or without that we can buy with gold. I felt like I saw one. I must not have. Then I don't remember if there's no, it's just hero stuff. 2,000 of those. We're gonna these don't do us any good yet. Should we start buying these now? We'll wait and see. These we're probably still going to use on wishing coins. Actually, I'm just going to do that because reasons. Okay, so we're going to go back over here. We're going to do wishing coins. We're going to get this 5 times, so that'll be 5 more points in the event. I know we're going to be able to complete the event without doing this, but like I said, I'm not feeling like wishing coins are the most precious of resources in the game. So we're doing it. 21 away. We'll get 15 tomorrow from the mithril pickaxe. Yeah, I was hoping we'd get this done today. I mean, we could just spend a bunch of wishing coins, but gems are kind of valuable, and I don't want to burn gems for no reason. Yeah, and we can pull some 5-star heroes. I don't know if we have any in the bag that we can get our hands on. Let's go see here. We don't have any 5 stars in there. Okay. The super wishing coin we don't have unlocked yet. Let's... Yep, can't do anything there. We already hit our monster. Celestial Island is not done because I forgot to give myself a thumbs up because we love ourselves. Always love yourself. All right. We can hit this. And that's done as far as we can do for now. So we're gonna go back in here. We can do Brave Trial and see, or did I already do Brave Life? No. Yes. I stopped because I'm silly. All right. Wow, I'm all over the place today. All over the place today. Okay. I'm getting there. We should heal these people. Let's heal some folks up. Let's heal some folks up. Yeah, let's go and do all 4 of them. Oh, we can't do all 4 of them. I don't know which one of those is more valuable. That's what we're doing. I was worried about that. Oh. Wow. That's done. So I'm not going to spend these last 3. I'm going to save them up for next time that we get to come in here. Because they do carry over. Let's see if there's any... Oh, we want to buy those. That's nice. That's helpful. I don't think it's enough. Oh, so close though. Is there anywhere else we can pick these up? Actually, no, okay. Can't pick them up there. Where else could we pick some of these up at? I'd like to level that up just one time. Guild store. I need to go ahead and buy that. Can't get anything there. Okay. Guess that's just stuck where it's at. We could hit broken spaces again. You know, let's do that. Let's hit because we need to beat broken spaces level 1 anyways for the next part of the newbie growth trial, or the newbie growth plan, or the noob plan, or whatever. What is it actually officially called? But yeah, let's go ahead and hit broken spaces because broken spaces might give us what we need. Yeah. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna smack broken spaces. Let's see what our percentage is at. We're at 85. Let's see how well we can do on this. See if we can get some good wax in here. Because we took Groot up quite a bit. I should have leveled up that relic. I didn't think about that. I commented on it, but then I didn't do it. So we should have taken that relic up, but it is what it is now. Okay, this is winding down. I almost feel like I should have put Eloise in the back row because they're... Well, maybe they're hitting both rows. I was going to say, looks like they're targeting the back row more. Might have been more advantageous to throw her in the back to get some more hits. More hits off. 57 million. That's not a bad hit. Let's see what it got us percentage-wise. That's not bad. I mean, we could hit it 4 more times. Let's hit it 5 times. Okay. This is probably a bad idea. I know. I like doing stuff just because it's convenient and easy. This is why I'm perfect. I'm the perfect customer for these kinds of games. Like, the people that make these games see people just like me coming. They're like, oh, this guy likes convenience. He will pull out his credit card. There we go. Yeah, took 4. Nice. We did our 15% each time. But that should have given us... Yep. So that gave us enough to bump up our... We can do that, so we can complete that. And then this should give us enough to bump up our monster level, which we like. Yeah, so that added a lot more to the Phoenix, and then this will actually unlock that second stone. So yeah. Yeah, see, so this, yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's fielded, the team's hit points went up to 18,000, and we got 12% holy damage, which is nice. Holy damage is always great. So, yeah, that probably added us a whole lot. If we'd done all that before we hit the guild boss, we might have had a lot different outcome on that guild boss. Alright, that's it. Now we're going to go over here. Oh, not Aspen Dungeon. Not Aspen Dungeon. Sealand. That's what we want. And we are going to go over here. We're going to see if Garuda's new condition gives us some love. Nope. I mean, we got 1 level. We'll go ahead and watch one, see if we can, maybe it's just a matter of, hitting it twice. I should have put Garuda in the back, but that wasn't going to matter. Those guys stomped us. Okay, so then we're going to go back out here real fast, and we're going to unequip your gear, and we're going to auto-equip your gear. Go back, put this on there. And then we're going to do our best to level this up, because early on this is just a good artifact. And we want to burn all these so that it gives us more of these. But it's easier if you put that one in to begin with so that you actually know you can get it leveled up. In my opinion, anyways. That's not even like a science or anything. It's just how I do this. All these kind of pointless. Some of these actually aren't pointless. I just am too lazy to care. Because you just the low level relics you just get from existing, doing auto battles and stuff. I mean, that's damage against Megs. I probably should keep that just in case we need it, especially like broken spaces. That's damage against Rangers. Yeah, I should keep that too. What we can get rid of, we can go ahead and get rid of like 3 of these just because. And what's this one? That's warriors, assassins, and that's speed. That's not a bad one at all. All right. And then, is that enough? Can we? I did that wrong. It's not enough to level it up, is it? Oh, it is. Okay. Well, that's nice. That's a max level energy relic on her. It would probably serve better here, but we're going to leave it there. And then we're going to go in here, and we're going to hit Sealand with our Eloise now. we really didn't add any power to Eloise today, other than our monster. And back in the day, the monster was 100% where you got all your like juicy power from early game. And so it still adds power. It's just not like the end all be all that it used to be. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cycle through these really fast. Oh, man. I'm telling you, that's why you kind of always hit it multiple times. Let's see here. No. Okay. Challenge this 3 more times here. I don't think there's any way we beat that one. But, you know, is what it is. We can go ahead and get our smash done. There we go. And that, I believe, let's double check here. Well, there's more relics I could have used. There's another warrior one. These I don't care about. Maybe I should, but I don't. Okay, that's done. So really, tomorrow, the plan for tomorrow is going to be to go ahead and get ourselves finished with this event, right? Because, well, not finished, but finished as far as we're gonna get. We'll get 15 pickaxes, right? So that'll take us to 86. So then we'll need 14 more points. And tomorrow's not the last day, but I'm impatient. So that'll get us 14 more points. So we'll look at trying to get these 14 points. Oh, we can go ahead and do this. Let's just do this. There we go. Hey, that's 5,000 gems. That was nice. I'll take that. Wow. Woohoo! One more reason I don't have to do Fantasy Arcade. Oh, let's go ahead and smack Tower of Oblivion. Let's see. Let's see if we can get any more levels. We did level up that relic. I put the right gear back on Eloise. So we're gonna get something. We're gonna get some progress here. I mean, I don't think we're gonna go real far. I mean, we're already farther than I thought we were gonna get. That's crazy. I really wish you used to be able to just hover your mouse right here and just click, 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 and you would go through this so fast. I actually, after my strokes, I get seizures, and it was actually something I had to. It might be how come you could have to do it this way. I actually used to look away. I used to have to look away, and then I would just tap the button as fast as I could, so I didn't give myself a seizure. I don't know that it would have, but it's something that I have to be cautious of. And it's funny because my seizures are like, they're triggered like kind of in the same sense as epileptic seizures, but they're absentee seizures. And if you don't know what that is, that just pretty much means I black out, like I blink out, and then I come back to like reality, and I don't always know that it happened. So I'll lose like even playing a game like this. This is when I play these kinds of games, not like a Call of Duty or something. I'll just be sitting here, I'll be talking to you guys, and if I was to have a seizure, I would just come right back to where I was at and not even know it happened and just keep talking whatever was on my mind at the time. Well, usually it fries out my thought process a little bit, right? So I get a little confused, but yeah. The only way I really know is that I'm all like, it drains the hell out of me. There was no point to that, but oh yeah, I used to trigger it with the old method of doing that game. That was the point. Why did I click on that? Let's find ourselves a better. Now let's don't. Purple's my favorite color. Purple's my favorite color. All right. So anyways, the plan for tomorrow will be to go through our hero bag here. And we'll just grab some of these 4 stars and 3 stars and see if we can get enough with what we've purchased and what we've earned to actually complete this event and get our relic. I was wanting to do it today, or was hoping we'd get it done today. But I mean, because originally, honestly, I was just gonna burn a bunch of wishing coins. Was my goal. I'm just like, yeah, we'll just burn wishing coins, you know. But looking at the future progress of the account, me being impatient, just isn't worth it, right? I'm gonna do that just cause, but yeah, it's just not worth it at this point. Like, I really want to do it, but me wanting to do it doesn't make it worth it. We can't do super wishing fountain, and we can't do that. So by tomorrow, we'll have this unlocked. We'll be able to go up to 1210, which will unlock this, because I'll be collecting the experience throughout the night. This one we're gonna be, I don't know that we'll make it that far, but that'd be nice because that's all done. Let me see. Yeah, if we could knock both those out, that would be nice tomorrow, because then we can use our boss hits to finish this one. Our reputation of a settlement. That one's difficult. I don't know how close we are. Oh yeah, we're getting close. That won't happen tomorrow, but we're only a couple of days from that, so that's nice. Yeah, so this will happen in a couple of days. Yeah. So a couple days away from that. Guild Wars and Star Expedition are fixing to open. I know I talked about that. We're not going to do that. Maybe I should have started letting people into the guild. That's on me. I'd prefer not to miss this Star Expedition. Just because I would like to get up to that free summons. And then, let's see, I haven't done this yet. Event preview. This is this is always hit or miss. This isn't bad because you just throw some 4 stars in it. Oh, maybe we don't want to use our 4 stars tomorrow, because we're going to be short 4 stars, and if there's like good heroes in this, we're definitely going to want to unlock these. We might not use our 4 stars tomorrow. We might actually save them for next week's event. And then we got a summonsing event. We're not going to be able to get too far in that, so I don't even know if we'll do it. We'll have to just kind of look at the rewards and kind of wait for it. Honestly, you know, Barry's Gaming, or Barry Gaming, is it Barry's or Barry Gaming? If you don't watch him, go ahead and like you know, search him, Google him, whatever. He always does a breakdown of like how far you can get free to play, and then what's his name, MX, God, whatever. Both of those, the really big guys, creators. God, why can't? That's it. I'm gonna stop here for a second. I gotta remember his name. Okay, here we go. I was having an old man moment here. Okay, yeah. So MK Jump, he'll do a breakdown of what the event, like how far we can get in the event, and then besides him, we'll also be able to use Barry Gaming here. So you know, I'm not subscribed to them on this. I'm subscribed to them on my main YouTube channel. But anyways. Check both of them out. They'll do a breakdown, and we'll see the breakdown of like what's going on. But point is, that's you know, MK Jump is who I was talking about. Anyways, that I couldn't remember his name. I don't know why that was escaping me. But anyways, we'll see how far we can get in the summoning event once both those guys have kind of put out their, like, you know, oh, you can get this far kind of thing. Hero exchange isn't going to affect us. Yeah, these two aren't going to affect us. We won't have the resources to do any kind of good hero. Well, the hero, yeah, we won't be able to do hero exchange. Because we probably won't be able to summon enough to to worry about that. But the hero lottery, you know, on a week-old account is something that we might be able to use. So we might dump some. I might show some patience and just wait the 2 days to do that tomorrow. We might not draw people tomorrow. I know I said we were going to, but I think the plan's changed. All right, folks, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. I appreciate all the love I've been getting. If you made it this far, also, you know, go ahead and think about subscribing, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks.